Hello everyone, my name is Jason Parker and welcome back to this channel about magic. In this episode I'm reacting to Winston, a card magician from Venezuela who is competing on America's Got Talent Season 15. That's the current season, 2020. As far as I understand it, Winston is going to be doing some kind of card production magic. And actually, if you want to see my previous video, I just reacted to Florian Save, who also did productions using CDs. So in this case, we kind of have two magicians doing similar things with different objects. That being said, let's go ahead and check out Winston's performance and see what sets him apart.
My name is Winston. I'm from Venezuela. I'm 21 years old and I'm a magician. Growing up, I was really shy. I had this feeling all the time of being scared to be in front of...
I think I would be shy if I had that haircut also. I'm just kidding, I'm just joking. But look at that haircut! I was shy also growing up. I think probably a lot of magicians were shy growing up and they used magic to help bridge that social gap. Anyway, sorry for the interruption.
People. Magic helped me feel more confident with myself. America's Got Talent is a chance to show the world what I do. It can help open many doors and make my dreams come true. But I'm scared of the 4 judges. Every single judge scares me. I'm feeling nervous. It's like my childhood, being a shy kid. But I'm here in America to find a better future. So when I go to stage, I have to impress everybody.
By the way, I know this is totally random, but I really liked how they filmed him in one cut walking through and right out there onto stage. I wonder if that was the real thing or if they just filmed that as like a setup to have this B-roll. But anyway, that would be so nerve-wracking, preparing behind the scenes and then they're like, "You're up!" And you hear the sound and the noise and you're like, "Oh crap," and you're walking straight out there. Oh, I think I would have a heart attack.
Hola! What is your name?
My name is Winston.
Winston, how old are you?
I am 21.
You're a baby. Where are you from?
I am from Venezuela.
Oh, that's nice.
He has a really surprisingly deep voice. I wasn't expecting that voice to come out of him. And secondly, I think Winston is a really cool name. Obviously, he probably has a first and last name, but I think he's chosen Winston to be his stage name. Anyways, it seems like a real easy thing to remember, just one word, you know? Back to the video.
What are you going to do tonight?
I'm a magician.
Oh, great. Is that something that your family has always been into?
No, I'm the first magician in the family.
Oh, that's great. And have you ever performed in a place like this?
No, this is my first time here in America.
Why America's Got Talent?
Because this is a huge opportunity to show America my love to magic, and I hope just they will love it.
Okay, so let's see what you can do.
All right, thank you.
You got this. This is very dramatic and awesome. This is kind of like half dance and half magic, right? It's just, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Für Elise. I think the background music is like a remix of this classic song. That's a song that many people love to learn to play on the piano. Anyways, I already get the impression he's gonna be really awesome. Let's go. Wow, that was great. I don't know how he did that. I didn't see him get those cards ready. And they just like shot out of his mouth. Was he springing them? Like doing a card spring? Was he just doing this? I don't know, it looked like they really shot out of there. Let's take another look. I don't know, that's really cool. It happened so fast, I'd almost have to slow it down to see what he was doing. I don't know if he's shooting like I said earlier, and also how he prepared to get the next load of cards ready to shoot. It was just very natural and hard to detect. This guy is good. Anyway, let's keep watching. Oh, it's like he's losing control. That's so awesome. You have some mime going on. By the way, that kills me when they show these spectator reactions for so long. It's like, hey, I'm watching this magic act. You can show spectators' faces occasionally, but I feel like AGT just, you know, the magician's in the middle of doing something very interesting and they just cut to someone. It's like the editor of the show needs to like talk to a magician to understand when it's okay to cut away. But still, I feel like I'm getting a good enough view of his performance to appreciate his talent. At any rate, it looks like he's quite distraught. Let's get back to it. Wow, streaking his hair. What? Oh, that is so cool. Alright, let me go ahead and give you what I think before we hear what the judges are going to say. So that was amazing, especially this thing with this arm. It kind of reminded me of, wasn't there a musical by Michael Jackson, something like Moonwalker? And he kind of like gets turned into a robot or something like that? Or maybe I'm thinking about Superman 4. Some distant memories. Anyway, feel free to correct me in the comments below. But that was an amazing idea. I mean, he took this card production thing, which a lot of magicians do, and he's doing it really well, and he's combining it with mime, you know, with moving around and being pulled, and he's making a story out of it. Like, he's losing control, and he's even being turned, taking over his body. I want to get another look at that card gauntlet or whatever it was that he constructed. It looked really cool. As I said, I really liked the part where he was like shooting cards out of his mouth, and I thought his finale was very impressive as well, where he set it on fire, he threw it up into the air, so it had to be like solid, heavy object enough that he could catch it. But then he immediately hit it and it turned into confetti. So I didn't catch that the first time. I guess I'd have to watch it again to see if he like caught the heavy object and threw confetti. But to me, it really looked like he just like knocked it right out of the air into confetti. It was beautiful. Man. All right, let's hear what the judges have to say.
Incredible. But, you know, Colombians and Venezuelans, we fight a little bit because we both say that we invented the arepas.
Yeah, and we did.
No, you didn't. No, you did. You want me to push this thing right now? I can push this thing right now. We'll know where the arepas came from. Okay,
Do not mess with
Be
her.
a good boy. But it was fantastic, and it was so creative. I loved it. What do you think, Javi?
You know, the key is that it's all in the presentation, and you are all about presentation. It's so dramatic that it looked like you were amazed by your own whatever was happening. Like, I wanted to get up there and help you because you were being attacked by your own.
That kind of reminds me of how well Eric Chin did when he was on AGT, because he was doing a lot of storytelling, especially that his ribbon act, you know, where he's going on the table to grab something and then it's changing and he's surprised and things are happening. So that was another case, just like this one, where the storytelling really made the magic more compelling. Anyway.
Cards.
Eric, what did you think?
Well, I love magic, and this show has had some beasts, as you know. I watched that thinking those people would be impressed. You're gonna do well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Simon?
I think you're just born to do this. Your showmanship is off the chart. I thought your presentation, the music, without any gimmicks, you turn up in basically a t-shirt.
I don't know why it bothers you so much. A man showing up to work in a t-shirt, Simon? Does that bother you?
Look, I can see you headlining a show in Vegas. That's how strongly I feel about you right now.
Okay, it's time to vote. I am going to give you your first yes. Simon.
It is actually a big yes. I thought that was terrific.
Eric.
It's a yes!
Yes. Howie.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much.
Winston, that was amazing. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. It was awesome.
Stop.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, no, but he's got real star.
Yes.
Drama.
Are you going to be thinking Vegas, Vegas, Vegas?
Of course I will. Vegas, Vegas, Vegas.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that Winston clearly deserved that standing ovation he got at the end. I just want to say a couple things about what Simon said. One thing he said is, you were born to do this. And I'm thinking, no, I think Winston has put in hours and hours and years of work to be where he is. Second thing, I thought it was kind of funny that Simon said, like, he showed up without any gimmicks. And for a second, I was like, wait a second. He had a lot of gimmicks on him, especially the thing that catches on fire and then turned into confetti. But then I was like, oh. He doesn't mean like when magicians think of the word gimmicks. He meant like in a broader entertainment sense, there was no gimmicks. Like he just went up there with a shirt and just simply performed. So yeah, I was a little bit mixed up there for a second. Anyway, I'm super excited to see what he's gonna perform next. I really like how he took something classical and then put his own spin on it and did storytelling too, and some of this kind of like miming. I feel like he really does have a creativity, so anything we see from him is gonna not feel like we've seen it 1,000 times before. So yeah, amazing job. Leave a comment below. What did you think about Winston's performance? And if you enjoyed this video, my reaction, please hit the like button. It really helps me out and encourages me to make more of these. And now the video is pretty much over, except for this little bonus section. If you feel like sticking around, I'm gonna read a short story, usually half of a page, and maybe we can learn something. I have randomly selected The Hare and the Hound, chapter 140, for those of you following along at home. Don't know why I said it like that. All right, here we go. The Hare and the Hound. A hound started a hare from her form. What? A hound started a hare from her form. I don't know exactly what that means. That English is a little bit too old, but I think it means that the dog scared the rabbit. Let's just start again and I'll just go, and I'm not gonna stop. Doesn't matter if we understand it. A hound started a hare from her form and pursued her for some distance, but as she gradually gained upon him, he gave up the chase. A rustic who had seen the race met the hound as he was returning and taunted him with his defeat. The little one was too much for you, he said. Ah, well, said the hound. Don't forget, it's one thing to be running for your dinner, but quite another to be running for your life. Okay. So the hound is saying, don't judge me. If my life was in jeopardy, I would run faster. I would have the adrenaline. In this case, I just wanted a snack. Or maybe he hasn't eaten in a while and he's really low on carbs and had low energy. He's got to check his macros. All right, so is there anything we can learn from this? Something we can extrapolate to our daily life? So the rustic, whatever a rustic is, was taunting him. I guess a rustic is like a farmer? Let's Google that. Old English rustic. Define rustic. Okay, apparently it's a derogatory noun meaning an unsophisticated country person. So basically, a redneck was taunting the dog and saying that rabbit was too much for you. So I don't know if this story is so much about other people judging your performance as it is that maybe it's talking about the motivation you have to take an action. You know, you're thinking you're doing something as fast and as well as you possibly can, but if your life were on the line, you really might actually be able to do that better. You can always do 110%. Maybe that's the moral of the story? At any rate, if you have a better interpretation of the story, please leave it in the comments below. And thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you being here. Stay tuned because I'll be doing lots more reactions in the coming weeks and months. In fact, I see my future as one big Groundhog Day from now on until maybe 3 months from now, I don't know. Anyways, again, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Tell someone that you appreciate them and give them a smile, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time.